Okay. Building a platform with over 600,000 subscribers is not the easiest thing to do, especially if you're all by yourself.
All right, so today's video, we're going to talk about how we did it. Yes, I know you guys have seen the main channel is up over 500,000 subs and the clip channel is up over 100K. That makes 600,000 total. And by the end of the year, we may be pushing 800K total. So I'm going to teach you guys how we did it. In this very short video, me and GodLogic are going to explain to you how to be a proper duo when you are dealing with YouTube and actually trying to grow. I gotta rent to this. Okay, so the first things first, number one, trust. I'm sorry, you will not get anywhere if you do not trust the other person that you are working with. Trust is key. If that person cannot trust you and you cannot trust that person, well then why on earth would you work with that person? Why would you guys share passwords? Why would you guys allow each other to take advantage of each other's content, material, workspace, travel with each other if you cannot trust that person? You need to know that if I leave you here with this information, that I know that it is in the proper hands, okay? So make sure that you and the person that you're working with are able to trust each other, because your ship will eventually sink. Number two is also key. Knowledge. Me and my partner need to know what we are doing and what we are talking about. If GodLogic is debating and I start to see that this man just doesn't have knowledge, there's no way that I can put him up there and produce all this content for him if he is just simply a bad debater. That just simply does not work. You have to have knowledge and you have to know what you're talking about and you have to know how to present the knowledge. Now, on my end, if I'm doing the editing and I'm making sure everything is fine and good and looking great for you guys to see, I need to also know what I'm doing as well too. I cannot produce bad content. I cannot produce material that's just unwatchable. I have to make sure that everything is set in place. So when it comes down to equipment, when it comes down to quality, when it comes down to gear, when it comes down to audio, when it comes down to knowing how to produce the content itself, after you get all of that stuff together, that is what I personally need to know. Also, how to use the social media platforms. If you do not know how to use the social media platforms you're using to help elevate the speaker, that speaker's not going to be elevated. I don't care how much you upload or post. Both parties need to know what they are doing. Step number three, be humble. There are things that I talk about with GodLogic where it's, you know, sometimes it may hurt to hear your opinion not being accepted and vice versa, but we're humble on that. We throw ideas at each other and not everyone's idea is going to stick. There are things that I come to him and say, hey, do this, try this out. He doesn't just do everything, but we have conversations about a lot of stuff that I may believe is smart for how we should maneuver in the channel. Now, if I was one of those ego-stricken person and every time somebody says something opposite of what I am talking about, I wouldn't personally be able to deal with other people because my ideas would have to be the only ideas that are accepted. And this is the reason why you need to be humble. So when GodLogic gives me ideas, I may give him some pushback here and there. And then we come to the conclusion that maybe this should or should not be a good idea. We've done that plenty of times on both sides. If you cannot handle someone saying that's not a good idea or that doesn't look good, this partnership, it's not gonna work. Okay, so number 4 is very important as well too, guys. Okay, know your role. Okay, you guys remember that saying where Suge Knight was like, hey, if you don't want the CEOs all in the videos and stuff like that? I mean, that is very, very true. Okay, I mean, if the artist is signed by someone, why does the manager need to be all in every video and etc., right? It just makes no sense. You're trying to be in the spotlight. Know your role. This guy is the face of the channel. He needs to be pushed out there the most. You guys don't need to see me every day. You don't need to see me in every other video all in front of him trying to be involved in every single conversation that he has and involve myself in every little thing. If I'm going to be the guy that helps the machine run, that helps the gears turn, operating a bunch of different departments as well as the social media presence that he has, then I need to play my role. I don't need to do that and at the same time trying to do duo streams and debating and having my own live stream scheduled and etc. when I'm having to focus on helping this man get as big as he possibly can. Why? Because that is my role. And if I was the main speaker, if I was the face of the channel, the person that I had controlling all of those other departments outside of the speaking and etc., then I would know that my job is to do the speaking, my job is to do the debates, my job is to have the conversations, and the social media guys' jobs is to produce the content properly. Know your role. It's okay to play a position. And number 5, I think will be kind of like the best one before we jump over to GodLogic, is stay hungry. Like, for real, stay hungry, guys. Grow. Learn new things. Try to give your audience and the people who watch you day in and day out an experience. You know, you don't want to give them the same thing every day, all the other, like, switch it up a little bit. They will know. Trust me, they will know when your quality gets better. Let's say you do a change to your studio or something. They'll know. Let's say you buy a new mic. They will know. And we're doing this also for the experience of the people watching us as well too. It's gonna be tough for people to watch you if you're streaming in like 480p on like a microphone that's coming off some broken gas station headphones. Now, if that's all you have to work with, then that's fine. But trust me, when you start to grow and some income starts to come in, your audience will know if you are putting that into your craft. You also want to always fund your craft, and it's just going to help you grow, especially if you're doing things like spreading the gospel message. If you can please your audience, then your audience is going to stay and they're going to put more likes and more comments on your video, and that's going to bring in more viewers as well too. It's not just going to stay like that. This is the reason why people grow. And now on the debate side, it's also good for your debater to also learn, grow, and establish a lot of information so the audience can learn more instead of them just hearing the same thing over and over and over again. Go study, go read some more books, so later on your audience can feel like when they watch your live streams, they're actually learning something. And then let's say the next month or 2 or 3 months goes by, you're running a new argument, and now your audience is learning an even better position or a even more thought-provoking argument because you have now presented more information to them. So stay hungry, guys. Now, let's go ahead and jump on over to the GodLogic Studio and let's see what GodLogic got to say.
Okay. Building a platform with over 600,000 subscribers is not the easiest thing to do, especially if you're all by yourself. See, I was blessed enough to have Life. Life is the tech guy, the computer guy, the microphone guy, the camera guy. He's the everything guy. Me, I'm the debater. I'm the street evangelist, the apologist. I like to be in front of the camera. Life likes to be behind the camera. And so when we put 2 and 2 together, GodLogic was able to become a well-oiled running machine. And this is the importance of having someone who is like-minded as you are. Some of you guys that are out there by yourself, maybe you have some apprehension to bringing someone along who can help build your platform. Maybe you want to go solo. Do not be opposed to bringing someone on the team. Having a team to build a platform is extremely important and very helpful. Listen, like, you can have someone that has your back. Like Life, he's able to see things that I am not able to see all the time. He's able to pick out things. He notices things that I would not have noticed. You know, he was there right in the genesis of GodLogic. Look, I didn't know I wanted to start my channel. Life has been on YouTube for thousands of years. No, Life has been on YouTube for years before I started my channel. And I came to him. I'm like, yeah, man, I want to start my channel. Where should I start? What should I do? Look, he said, look, man, you do this, and do this consistently. You're going to blow up, man, because you already got something special. You do this and do what I'm telling you, you are going to blow up. And lo and behold, look at where we at now. Over 600,000 subscribers. Life helped me with the thumbnails. He helped me with the titles. He helped me with staying consistent, when to post, learning the YouTube analytics, things that I would not have been able to figure out as soon as I did if I didn't have him. If I didn't have him, it would have taken a much longer time for me to get used to the YouTube world and the YouTube algorithm and the analytics and how that works. And so he was a great deal of help in that area. And so with him handling that and focusing on that, I was able to focus on the debates, focusing on the craft of my argumentation, of going out and getting content, evangelizing in the streets. And so we were able to put these two things together, and GodLogic became a phenomenon. All praise to God. So do not be opposed to bringing someone on your team, someone that can see things that you can't, someone that has strengths that you don't, and you may have strengths that someone else doesn't have. But together, you guys can build a powerful, powerful platform.
I got to rent to this.